And that's this thing that I keep trying to impress on people is when we don't know an answer, if we're not comfortable with saying we don't know, then we're going to add something in there and it's probably going to be bullshit. And that's exactly what they did. It's like, well, how is it possible that he did that to himself? Well, it's possible because he had ribs removed, right?
Yep.
Invent lie variability. A lot of our community, especially when you start getting into like UFOs and secret space programs and stuff like that, is that entire thing is a snowball that is based on someone made up some bullshit. Everybody believed that bullshit, so they've added their own bullshit to it. And like that's where I describe like you start with a snowball and you start rolling it around, but then you run out of snow. So you just run it around in grass and dirt until you find more snow, and so on. But if the core of that snowball was never snow to begin with, you don't actually have a snowball. You just have a dirt, gross, frozen water ball, you know? And that's what a lot of the conspiracy kind of subcategories have become in that way for the same reason. And it's just as simple as people not understanding the foundations. And yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's just human nature, right? Because it's like there's a certain like social cachet to like knowing something that people don't know. Um, I mean, taking it back to Trump, and I've been doing this from the get-go, just because I hated the dehumanization around him, like when he was first running and first elected. And in LA, I would meet people, and it was like an unconscious social strategy to just start ripping into Trump. And I never liked the assumption that I was going to be on board with that, or just the social strategy of shitting on people as a way to make conversation. So I like back then I would go to like, oh, he's my uncle. Do you know him? You know, and I would just like disrupt. But these days when people rip on Trump, I just go, I play super stupid, and I'm like, you have beef with Donald Trump? Have you met him? I haven't met him. Like, I don't really know him, but it sounds like you know something that I don't know. And I'm just trying to point out, like, we're all just parroting our pundits. We don't know anything.